What is up guys, JayFerGaming here and welcome to another episode of my F1 2016 career. If you're new to my channel then do subscribe if you want to see some fantastic F1 2016 content. And this one is the Spanish Grand Prix. We've had a great start to the season so far, though the points tally doesn't completely show it. We only have 7 points, but compared to our teammate we are pretty much dominating. You can see our driver position and that is about to change, as you will see right now.
Could it be a promotion to first driver? I think it might be. You read the details. You've earned it.
Your legs are fantastic, but there we go. We are #1 driver already. We've beaten Julian so far in the first 4 races, and this is confirmation that we have received a promotion, and that means we'll get more R&D points, which the bonus will help us very nicely, so I'll take them on board. And yeah, we've got the added responsibility of leading this Renault team, so positive vibes at the moment. We have drawn the rivalry with Julian, so that actually means we have to go against each other.
Hi, how are you today? The improved package has arrived. We're having it fitted in time for FP1. Have a look at the factory report.
So we have some new R&D parts fitted to the car. This time it is them turning vanes. So downforce has been improved, and compared to other cars we might be improving quicker than them, so we'll see what the comparison's like. On that graph you see the car's performance, but we can see on the left the Scuderia Ferrari have had quite a big upgrade. They've upgraded 3 parts on their car, so they must be getting pretty close to Mercedes by now. So we'll have a look, and yes, we've jumped above Haas and McLaren, so beating them in the developmental race. So yeah, things are really positive at the moment, and now we're going to go into practice and show the results. Obviously the track acclimatization is pretty easy. Most of the track's purple, a few green corners there. I do struggle at that turn 7 and 8 chicane. In terms of the time management, I failed the test. 2 laps were red, 5 were green. It was impossible to get purple without pushing incredibly hard, especially with some of the long corners here. So yeah, that was a struggle, and the qualifying test was just an absolute shambles. So I'm really struggling with the 2 latter tests at the moment, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know why. Into qualifying, yeah, we're currently 22nd on our final run, so we have to dramatically improve. Things are not going well at the moment, and this is one of my best tracks, so I don't know what's going on here. Is it the setup? Is it me? And we do corner cut the final part of the chicane. We're pushing so hard. We just want to get off the last row of the grid, come to the line. Where is it going to be? Is it an improvement? It's not looking good. It's 21st. Why are we looking at Felipe Massa? I'm devastated here, guys. This is awful. Vettel takes pole from Hamilton, but how far behind Julian are we? We're over a second behind Julian and just ahead of Verline. This is going to be tricky. So we got some more resource points there. It was a poor qualifying session. We need to sort it out, and I don't know. Is it to do with the setup? We're going to have to have a look at that, do some research, and currently Palmer's got the upper hand after that dominating qualifying session from him. So, as first driver, we are losing a couple of points here. So, yeah, we need to make sure we don't get the first driver and then lose it pretty much straight away. So, here are the session goals. Hopefully not too high based on that qualifying performance. So, finishing 17th, I think we can do that. I've got confidence in that. So, over to the race. It's a nice sunny day, which we like to see in Spain. So, we're hoping for a good one. It's got to be an improvement on qualifying, because 21st just isn't good enough, even in this Renault. Though it has been improved to be better than the Haas and McLaren cars, Palmer showed that he can gain an extra second in that qualifying session, and he qualified, I think it was P16, so we need to make the most of the start. It is an incredibly long run to turn 1, one of the longest of the season, so I'm hoping to get a good start, of course, and then breeze past a few cars, get a few dive bombs in there, probably through turn 3 and 4, and make up those positions, and hopefully don't get breeze past down the start finish straight, as I have gone for more of a downforce oriented setup. So There's the grid. There's the championship. Rosberg is leading from Ricciardo so far. Hamilton needs to pick it up. He's not even in his car. He's that confident, though he hasn't had a great start to the season. So he needs to watch out for the likes of Ferrari, who have got pole here, and Red Bull, because in this game and Korea, Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes are very close. So yeah, Mercedes definitely need to watch it here. And hopefully we can get into the points. Maybe nab a point for P10 or something. So let's see what the engineer has to say to us. Wait, what? Did I hear that right? What did you just say? Are you mocking me, Mr. Engineer Jeff? I've done well to put it on pole. I'm 20 positions back. I'm 21st place after a horrendous session. So, race strategy. I'm thinking about going for one stop here. I feel like, based on qualifying, my pace isn't too great. Looks like there could be some rain at the back end of the race. So, I'm going to start on the mediums here. And then make a decision halfway through the race. Probably go into hards and try the one stop. I feel like that's our best opportunity of taking a point or two. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for that one. I don't really have the pace on the soft tyres. Qualifying obviously did prove that. So we'll try a practice start here on these mediums. It seems like we are surrounded by 2 minors on mediums as well. So yeah, no tyre advantage here. Let's see what the start's like. That's not a good start. If we start like that, then yeah, we're going to end up spinning out one day. That was not great. So we're going to come around the final corner here, setting up for the start. Not much of a wait, of course. We are right near the back. So let's see what we can do here. Our teammates quite a few positions ahead. Let's get rid of this Haryanto in the manner, first of all. So building up to the start. Revs are rising. 5 lights. And away we go! We get a decent start. Haryanto's there, we've got him. We've got Ericsson as well. We're going to try and follow Gutierrez here. There's a bit of a gap to the pack ahead. There's actually nowhere to go. So, yeah, we're going to have to look for some gaps. But the 3 wide going into turn 1. Palmer's got a decent start. We're behind Button, side by side with Gutierrez. Everyone is very close. Just looking for that gap, but there actually is nowhere to go. So, Button's on the inside, but we're going to try and slip down the inside. We took him there, took Gutierrez. We're just next to our teammate. I think we're going to go for a bit of a dive bomb into turn 4, like we mentioned, up the inside of Palmer and the Force India. And we've got a great start. That's a lot better than I expected to happen. Up the inside of Nasser as well. Can we get him into turn 5? Side by side. We haven't got him yet. He is on the soft tyres, so traction for him is going to be a little bit better. Side by side into turn 6 here. And we've got the position up to P14. We've made 7 positions up from the start. That's fantastic. Very happy with that. Now let's see if we can stick with Perez and the Force India ahead. He is on the same tyre compound as us, so yeah, this will be a true test of our pace. And just looking forward, there's a couple of Toro Rossos ahead of him, and then it's the points, so we're not far away. So if we keep it clean, we should be okay. But we did drop off in the final sector, which is a shame. And now we've got Nasser on our tail. He's got the soft tyres, as I mentioned, and he's going to go for the move into turn 1. Superior straight line speed. We don't really fight it too much, but we are trying to go for a switchback here. See if we can get a better run through turn 3, and we're getting very close indeed. Even with the dirty air, we've got a better run than the Sauber, so we might fight back here into turn 4. And we're going to go for dive bomb up the inside. Yes, we are so close to each other, leaving enough room, but the move is done. But this... Oh no, he's still on the inside. I expected us to get past there. Can we get him around the outside now? This is seriously costing us time to the cars ahead. This is such an unnecessary battle. Go away, Nasser. He's still there. Leave it out. We break early and we're going to go for a switchback. We're trying our best to get past him, but he's not budging at all. We go for it, leave him enough room. But we've got the move done. Defended our 14th position, but... worst thing of all, we've lost so much time to Perez ahead of us. Thank you, Felipe Nasser, and he's actually going to go past us here on the start-finish straight as DRS is now enabled, and we've got a Force India and our teammate closing in. We're about to get swamped, trying to get Nasser again, and we've been taken out from behind. Someone's hit us. What the hell happened there? The Force India's gone. The Sauber's gone as well. Safety car's deployed. Safety car is deployed. First one of my career. Unbelievable. What the hell happened there? We got the replay. No. No, Jolien. You haven't just hit me, have you? Oh, not teammate on teammate. Let's see on board with the hats. Oh, Jolien takes me out. puts me into the Sauber, and the Hulkenberg is collected as well. Let's see on board with Jolien. What is he doing? He broke far too late there, especially with 3 cars ahead of him. The momentum, what's he doing there? Let's see on board with the Force India. Oh, it's like the Sauber just turns left into a right-hander. Let's see what happens to Nasser. Yeah, he just gets a clip from me and a big whack into the barrier. Unbelievable. What is Jolien doing? Luckily for us, the safety car is out because we have damage to our front wing after collecting the Sauber, but Palmer didn't even get a penalty for that, I can tell you that from the race direct. He only got a warning, which is unbelievable. He's just, if the safety car didn't come out, he would have wrecked 3 cars race as well. So we're coming into the pits, and I have decided to go onto the hard tyres. That's what I was going to do in terms of a dry strategy, just a one-stop normal race. But with the safety car now, I feel like this is going to allow us to go deep into the race. So we should make up quite a few positions. But if it does stay dry, then all the other cars will probably catch up to us, but it does put us in the mix, which is the main thing. So the safety car is coming in on lap 6. I haven't done a restart yet, so I don't know what to expect, so I'm trying to stay as close to Hulkenberg as I can, trying to take advantage of the AI behind the safety car, but he gets a better run as the safety car is back into the pits. Let's see what we can do. We have Nasser behind us and Hulkenberg ahead of us, both on the medium tyres. This car's going into the pits now, which is a very strange decision. I guess the AI can be dumb under the safety car as well. It can be dumb in any situation, to be fair. So a lot of cars were out of position. Quite a few cars from the front did pits. So yeah, there should be some action. Raikkonen's just overtaken Alonso ahead of us. So if they're battling to get past slower cars, we could have a shot against some cars. Hulkenberg's got some car troubles, so we've got an easy run up the inside. We should get him here into turn 4. We do indeed, up to P16. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we do on these hard tyres. I actually haven't driven the harder compound in any of the races so far, so let's see how we do. So on to lap 9, we're actually keeping up with the likes of Bottas, who's gone for Wehrlein here. Wehrlein hasn't pitted, but these two side by side, it's going to be a battle. Wehrlein's on the grass to defend it, and we're getting a brilliant view here of this battle. But it is holding us up as well, so hopefully someone just gets ahead and then scampers off. And we're going to take advantage here, following Bottas through Wehrlein, through the chicane. This is not really an overtaking opportunity, but we barge Wehrlein out the way. Aggression right there to get up to P11. So let's see if we can stick with Bottas. We're going to get DRS, but Wehrlein should get DRS as well. Is he going to attack us? Does he have the straight line speed? I think he does, so we're going to have to go defensive. Hopefully we don't get taken out into turn 1 again. We don't this time because Jolien's not around. But Jolien is doing quite well. I think he's in the top 6. So yeah, taking us out's helped him. So lap 12 now. We're quite far behind Bottas, but we're maintaining a solid pace. There's a bit of a queue of cars behind us, but it's Nasser in 12th holding people up because he can't overtake us. Though he is going for the move now. Up the inside. Look at that straight line speed he's got compared to us. But I didn't intend on taking the position back, but Nasser on the inside was just too slow. We give him a slight nudge and defending 11th. And we're still behind Haryanto. There's a gap of about 4 seconds to Haryanto ahead on the medium tyre. Still hasn't pitted. So you never know. He could have an outside shot at points. So it looks like the clouds are darkening. Rain could be on the way as Hulkenberg breezes past us. But we're up to P8 with cars in the pits. Our teammate Palmer's in the pits. Hopefully he has a terrible race after trying to take me out. But we'll try and follow Hulkenberg through here. We seem to be better than the AI in turn 3 here. I think that's because of the setup. I have gone for a very high downforce setup. So more cars in the pits on lap 16, and unbelievably we're up to P4, which I really didn't expect, though we are on the hard tyres. We got Sainz in 5th behind us, Bottas ahead of us, who has pulled out quite a gap. He obviously has a much faster car, but to be running in this position after such a bad qualifying session, it feels pretty good. And we're not out the mix of points. I don't really know where we are compared to everyone else, but Rosberg's coming out the pits. That's us up into P2, which is incredible. Vettel's miles ahead. I don't think he's made... oh no, he went on to the hard tyres the same time as me. I think he pit under the safety car, lost a load of positions, but just made his way through the field, and he actually leads the race. So right now we're under pressure from Rosberg, who's much quicker, on much fresher tyres, much better car. What we're hoping for now is that we don't have to make another pit stop. The rain comes down, which it looks like it probably will. and we could be deep into the points lead. If it rained right now, we'd be in P3, and then everyone would have to pit, so things could look very good. We now have Raikkonen on our tail. There's no point fighting. We are pretty slow in this section of the track, so he's going to get DRS. We do pretty much let him go through here. We brake early as well, just to make sure. So there he goes into P3, but still we're in P4. And there's not too many cars too close to us. There's a couple of cars, Sainz and someone else in 5th and 6th, but back to 7th, there's a huge gap, so we've got a shot. We need it to rain. We're doing a rain dance in the car right now. Sainz goes past us using DRS, even though we have DRS as well. We can't defend it. So he's up to P4, having a fantastic home Grand Prix so far. He'll be looking for big points, just like myself. So he's ahead, and is there a few raindrops? It seems like it is going to start raining anytime soon. We've actually still got a decent run sticking with the Toro Rosso, but we don't go for the move. We feel like there's no point of having a similar battle like we had with Nazar earlier on. We lost so much ground on the cars ahead, so I'm just going to follow Sainz for now, see if we can stick with him. He's on the newer, better tyres, and now lap 24. We are struggling a little bit now. We've been on these tyres for quite a long time, I think about 21 laps now. It is starting to drizzle, and Grosjean and Perez are on our tail. They're the cars I was on about in 5th and 6th position. Grosjean's going past in the Haas. Perez is trying to as well, but we're trying to keep him boxed in behind Grosjean. Oh, and we've hit him! Why did we do that? We're locking into turn 1. Oh, we've just avoided Grosjean, skipping the corner here. I just jerked the wheel slightly to the left. I don't know what happened, and I just locked up into the braking zone. Hard on the brakes, so close not to take Grosjean out. That is very lucky indeed for the Haas driver. You'll see on board here. I just moved slightly to the left for no reason, lose control, and the onboard camera here with Grosjean is going to be very interesting. You'll see me just steaming through. I'm glad I turned right, because otherwise the Haas here would have got taken out so close. And luckily we rejoined in 6th, but we actually still get a decent run on Perez here. And I wasn't going to go for the move, but Perez braked earlier than us, up to P5. So if we don't make any stupid mistakes, we're at least in the top 6, and the rain looks like it's starting to come down. We need it to be heavier though. We need it to go to intermediates. You can see our tyre wear is high 50s at the moment on the front tyres. Perez goes for the move. It's a lot easier for him this time, so we're going to sell in behind us. And there's raindrops on the lens. That is what we want to see. Come on, rain. We need you so much, because otherwise we're going to lose so much time on these worn tyres. And we need to make a good judgment call, because, yeah, if we can't do it based on the tyres, because tyres going off could make it seem that we need to go on the inters, which we don't want to make that mistake, as we still go up the inside of Perez. But it's definitely becoming trickier now. The rain is slowly falling. Come on, rain. I keep saying it. We need the rain, otherwise we're going to lose so much time, and all the hard work we did in that previous stint on this hard tyres is not going to be paying off. So into the chicane we just completely miss it. The tyres have gone. I feel like I have to come in, but is it time for intermediates? That's the key thing. I'm going to put them on. I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here, but I feel like it's warranted. Otherwise we just drop down the field and lose position. So into the box. 2.3 was that? Yes, it is. Decent stop. Coming out in P16 behind my teammate and Button, and the rain is a lot heavier now, but is it enough? Let's see into turn 1. Are we going to grip to the track? Oh, it's very tricky. We got oversteer with sliding. It's not as easy as it was in China. In China I made an absolutely perfect decision in terms of wet tyre strategy, but let's see how this lap works out. In the second half of the lap it did start, the rain did start to pick up, and now we're on the back of Button and Palmer, who go into the pits. So I wonder if we've made the undercut work here on Perez and Grosjean. Did we have a good enough outlap to take them? There's a lot of cars in the pits, all putting on intermediate tyres. Where are we? We're ahead of Perez. We're ahead of Perez, but Grosjean is still ahead of us. So Perez must have had a pretty slow stop. And let's see if we can catch up to Grosjean. But 5th place is our genuine position. We've got a fantastic opportunity of getting some big points here for the Renault team. But now on the final lap, we had a gap of Grosjean to Grosjean for 1.5 seconds for like 5 laps in a row. We just couldn't catch up. It was this final lap where we just started to close him in. The gap is down to 7/10. It is starting to pick up the rain. It was going to be heavy rain in about 10 minutes, but obviously the race is finishing. Can we close in on this final sector? We're pushing so hard, but not too hard to spin out. It would be a fantastic finish to 5th, but we want that 4th place from Grosjean. Can we get him? It's coming to the end of the race. I don't think it's going to be enough, sadly, and no, it doesn't look like it is. But we're coming around the final corner. A brilliant 5th place for Fernandez in the Renault. Best race finish of the season. We are so happy with that. And that is from qualifying 21st on the grid. Unbelievable scenes. And the Haas of Grosjean finishes in 4th. Great performance for these two teams. And I feel like we could have taken 4th if we had another lap. Ferrari have won this race, probably with Sebastian Vettel, whose strategic call to go on the hard tyres when I did has worked wonders for him. There he is, his 2nd race win of the season, so he's loving life right now. Ferrari with a 2nd race win, and they're definitely putting Mercedes under pressure this season. Shame it's not like that in real life. There's Hulkenberg, disappointing race for him, finishing 13th. So here we go with the race results. Vettel takes the win from Rosberg, Raikkonen making up the podium, and then I'd say 2 big surprises. Grosjean in 4th and myself in 5th, capitalising on the weather conditions, capitalising on the strategy and having a fantastic result. Lewis Hamilton finished in 12th and he had a penalty. Our teammate, who was running in 5th early on in the race, finished down in 16th. So, the driver standings, Nico Rosberg extends his lead at the top of the standings. Hamilton's down to 4th. He's having such a big struggle this season. We're up to 9th. We've jumped over Massa and Perez, so 17 points. It's been a very good start for us. We're not too far behind Alonso. And we're up to 9th in the driver standings, which I would never have dreamed of. Looking further down, our teammate has no points, Button has no points, so there's points down there. There are people that could overhaul us, but I'm feeling confident now. Next time out's Monaco, I think, which, I don't know, mixed feelings about that one. But Constructors are up to 7th, just ahead of Haas, just ahead of Toro Rosso as well. But the battle for 5th could be on, I don't know. Maybe a bit optimistic, but we'll see what happens. So, if you have enjoyed the Spanish Grand Prix, please do leave a like. If you enjoy this video and my content, do subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.